Good evening, I'm Camden Cohn, and our Sports Ticker is brought to you by the Nebraska Department of Health and Human Services. Earlier today, former Nebraska football great Ndamukong Suh was one of 79 players included on the 2026 National Football Foundation College Football Hall of Fame ballot. This is Suh's first year of eligibility after his dominant career at Nebraska that ranged from 2005 to 2009. He will look to join 20 former Husker players and 7 coaches in the College Football Hall of Fame. The Women's College World Series will know its championship series by the end of tonight, as earlier today, Texas defeated Tennessee 2-0. Texas advanced to the championship and will face the winner of Texas Tech and Oklahoma. That game is just underway. Oklahoma will need to beat Texas Tech twice to advance to the championship. And finally, plenty of college baseball regional action today, as 7 more teams look to punch their tickets to the Super Regionals. One game is already final as North Carolina beat Oklahoma 14-4. Currently, Wake Forest leads Tennessee 2-0 in the third. In the bottom of the third, Oregon State leads USC 4-0. In the top of the third, Murray State leads Ole Miss 5-0. Later tonight, Southern Miss hosts Miami, and LSU faces Little Rock. Our Sports Ticker is brought to you by the Nebraska Department of Health and Human Services. Call a timeout. If you or someone you know is struggling or in crisis, then 988 Suicide and Crisis Lifeline is there. Call, text, or chat 988. It's free, confidential, and staffed with trained counselors ready to listen and provide support. Hour 1 of Sports Nightly is up next, right here on the Huskers Radio Network.
Coming to you live from Memorial Stadium, it's Sports Nightly. All the Huskers, all the time. Sports Nightly is presented to you by the NDOT Highway Safety Office, who remind you to buckle up and put the phone down.
Pianto set first offering. That ball's driven up the middle. Coming around third is Dylan Carey. The throw is offline. The Huskers win it. The Huskers win it. Nebraska will march on.
Wing to the near side. Snap back. Has some time. Steps, throws down the field. The pass is intercepted. Picked off by Sierra Wright to the 30, 25, 20. Sierra down the near sideline. 20, 10, 5. Touchdown, Nebraska. Sierra Wright with a pick 6 for Nebraska. And the Huskers have taken the lead on the road.
Rendell, a couple of ball fakes, bounces into Prince at half court. And Prince is going to make a run on a Falter. Steps back for 3 to tie the game. You betcha! Biggest shot of that freshman's young career. Timeout. We're tied at 75. Britt Prince is 19. She steps back and sticks a three-pointer, her 5th of the night.
Now, here is your host, Matt Coatney, on the Huskers Radio Network.
Happy Monday, everybody, and if you have not had enough of me, I'm back. I made a rare North American appearance last week for Jessica Cootey so she could go watch Game 5 of the Western Conference Finals down in Oklahoma City in the NBA, and then she is off this week, so I am happy to be back. This feels like home for me whenever I get to host Sports Nightly. It's a little bit like Big Red Reaction Light, I think. Coming up tonight, we've got a great show for you. Coming up here in Hour 1, we're going to review the Husker baseball season with our own Nick Handley. He and Ben McLaughlin were on the call out in Chapel Hill for the Chapel Hill Regional this past weekend. Tough series for Will Bolt and the guys. They were able to win one of their games down there, but ran into Oklahoma, a buzzsaw in Oklahoma twice. And then in Hour 2, people ask me this all the time. They say, why don't you and your Husker women's basketball broadcast partner, Jeff Griesch, come in and just do a show together? And so we did this last summer around this time. So we're going to do it again. Jeff Griesch will join me for all of Hour 2, and we will take your questions on our text line. And we might even take your calls at 402-413-2400 in hour number 2. A lot to talk about Husker women's basketball. They've got some staff news over the past week, and so we want to talk about that. But we'll spend Hour 1 really focusing on Husker baseball here. But first, I want to tell you about the Battle of the Boneyard. Have you heard about this? Hopefully you have. This is this football camp that you can come to on Friday. It's free to the public. 7-on-7 camp. The first 500 people there The fans get a free Adidas event T-shirt. That's something. A free Fairbury brand hot dog, which everybody knows nothing goes better with the Huskers 7-on-7 camp than Fairbury brand hot dogs, and a free Gatorade. So 6:30-ish is the time for the championship showcase on Friday night. You get a chance to be in Memorial Stadium and get to see the new turf, the new layout of Tom Osborne Field. So make sure you get to that. The Battle of the Boneyard, that's this Friday night. Now, let me ask you this. What are you doing Friday night? There's not going to be any NBA finals. That starts on Thursday. So Friday, you're going to have that open. You could go to dinner, or you could get a free Fairbury brand hot dog and a free Gatorade if you're one of the first 500 people in here. And you're going to see some really great football. And this is the only event of its kind, I've been told, in the United States. I was reading that Cam Newton's 7-on-7 team is participating in this particular event. So the Battle of the Boneyard 7-on-7 camp. Matt Rule doing a great job bringing this event to Husker Nation. It's free to the public. First 500 fans, a free Adidas event T-shirt, free Fairbury brand hot dog, free Gatorade, with the championship showcase starting about 6:30 p.m. on Friday night. Well, let's talk about what Camden Cone mentioned during our ticker. Ndamukong Suh, in his first year of eligibility, is on the ballot for the College Football Hall of Fame. In my time at Nebraska, which is, almost 30 years now, I don't know if I saw a more dominant player in 1 year than Ndamukong Suh. I have to think that he is a shoo-in. The 2009 Associated Press College Football Player of the Year. There's 79 players on that ballot, but nobody has the credentials that Suh did. So we'll keep an eye on that as we go along. Well, as I said, we're going to talk Husker baseball here in hour one, and nobody better to do it than my friend Nick Handley, who was on the call all weekend and most of the season with Ben McLaughlin on Husker baseball. Nick, I have not talked to you in a month of Sundays. How have you been, buddy?
I've been good. It's crazy to think that we're done with everything right now. It was quite the ride for sure, but always great talking to you, Coat, man. Well,
this Husker team, I think everybody had high hopes after the run they made in the Big Ten tournament. A kind of a surprising run in the Big Ten tournament after a 15-15 conference schedule. But when you are peaking in the postseason, that is really, really important. Did the team have the sense, did you think, flying out to North Carolina, that they were on a roll and they could make some noise out in Chapel Hill?